Hello, this is a short presentation on how to fly the echelon, made especially for the 2025 crew world record. We know that we're gonna have 8 aircrafts flying in pairs on both sides and in coordinated time. Our exits and openings would be closer to the formation, and the echelon's holding time might be shorter and hopefully already closer to the desired level in front of the formation. During our training camps, sometimes I would get surprised to see that some wings and lockups would not know their full scope of work. So that's why this presentation came to life, to talk about two positions, wing and lockups, and how to fly them. The wing's job is to analyze and make decisions of the position of your full echelon, time the moves, lead your row in orderly fashion, and especially the main job is to collect all your jumpers on your row and pre-brief and debrief the plan of the jump. The lockup's job is to follow your wing leader, maintain your proper level, be aware and mindful of the other canopies, don't take too much space, and especially practice your staging position in each staging area. In each holding area, we have to wait until we go to the side of the formation. You can practice it and be ready and prepared when you arrive to the final staging area. I hope you guys understand by now that echelon requires teamwork. We all know what to do on our opening procedures. We should stay and watch the next jumper. If he has off-heading, manage it. Well, the wing does the same thing. But when the rows get larger with more people, it is advisable for a wing to stay in that place and watch his first lockup, second and third, their openings. So when those lockups turn around, they can find you, the wing, easily before you do any adjustments. Then look back, analyze your altitude and level and the formation build, make an eye contact with your first lockup and adjust your altitude. The lockups as well, after the opening, watch the next jumper to manage off-headings if needed. Then find your wing leader, go to your designated place in that echelon, see the other jumpers and count, see them all. Look back at the formation and also analyze your level, gain your experience. Your attention should go number 1, wing, number 2, jumper before you and jumper after you. This way we all can manage our spaces. When we say that after the openings our echelon needs to get on level with the formation, what does it mean? What is the right level for our echelon? For the top rows, when the formation just starts building, the right level might be up 1 or 2 slots higher than your slot in the formation. Why? Just to preserve a little bit advantage of the altitude and being up front. Maybe it is building slow. For the rows further, when the formation is already building quite a lot and our echelon has more people, our right level might be on the level with your wings slot on the formation. Why? Because formation is building and already sinking, and we will be constantly adjusting our altitude. Before we go and set up by the formation, we may need to wait and hold our echelon in different staging areas. Every time we move closer and closer to the formation, the wing, there might be 1-2 echelons between you and the formation. It's your responsibility to watch the formations build and watch the echelons prior to your echelon. And move your echelon closer when the space becomes available. When it's time to go closer, make an eye contact with your first lockup for acknowledgement and then move towards that available space. Lockups, this is your perfect opportunity in every staging area to train for your setup position in the echelon. Follow your wing, adjust your inputs to arrive to every new staging area in your designated position and on your level. This is your extra practice, so use this time wisely. Learn all the jumpers around you, their flying techniques, and learn how to fly closer to each other. Communicate. Here on the screenshot I drew 2 staging areas prior we get to the formation, and the third final staging area. Look on the right. See how the canopies set up? This is their set up positions to go for a dock. Notice the difference. When our echelon is holding and waiting in the last staging area before coming to the side of the formation, that's wing's very important job to decide when is a good time to go for a setup position on the side of the formation. Wing, watch the diamond builds. When the diamond is completed, that means the next row is starting to build and your time is coming very soon. When the previous rows before you, the wing and lockup docked on the formation, you can start heading to your setup position on the side of the formation. Choose the best path to arrive on a level with your dock. By the time you arrive to the side of the formation, the previous rows, almost all jumpers should be already docked. Just make sure don't go too low not to obstruct their way. For the lockups, you should follow your wing. The first lockup should exchange the eye contact and follow the wing, and the rest of the row follow each other. Keep an eye on the wing and watch the formation. Watch your level. Adjust your inputs to arrive perfectly in your designated position. You have been already practicing it flying from one staging area to another, so you can do this move. By the time you arrive, there might be a couple of jumpers from the previous row remaining but going for the docks. You should not be on their way, on their level, but still, if you are on their level, just give them room. On this video, watch on the right side the previous echelon coming to their setup position. The whole echelon is looking pretty good, on a good level. The wing arrives a little bit too hard, could have done less moves and could have been more precise to arrive on a level with their dock. But the first lockup is coming pretty good right behind the wing. When we arrive to our setup position by the formation, wing, your position is very important for your whole echelon. So arrive to your perfect spot, on level with your dock, few feet away on the side of the formation or slightly up front. Your all lockups watching you, judging your position and setting theirs. If you need to adjust, make only small moves. When it's time to go for a dock, make an eye contact with your first lockup and say, okay, you want to have this acknowledgement that the lockup will come and lock you up ASAP. When all of the lockups of that row arrive to their setup position by the side of the formation, they only need to look at the wing to know when it's time to go for a dock. Everything else is their responsibility. You have to be on your levels. Every lockup is on a level with their dock, on the side of the formation or slightly up front. If you are slightly up front, you have more room to stay and make adjustments, and you will not be so much on each other's way. Also, this last setup area, tighten up your echelon. Be closer to the formation. When every lockup sees the wing is moving to the dock, that means that all the lockups, the entire row, moving to their docks at the same time. Here is the picture of the echelon's setup position. The wing should be on the level with their dog. The first lockup is on the level with their dog. The second lockup is also on the level. Everybody is tightening up closer to the formation. Make small moves. The further lockups, guys, you have more distance to fly already by your designated area. So tighten up, stay closer together, and think about being closer to the levels with your dogs. You can still be higher to preserve a little bit of advantage because you have to fly to your slot and you will be losing some altitude during your turn and flight. So you can adjust it when you're already flying. Just don't go too low. Here is the video of a very nice wing flying and first lockup locking him pretty quickly. The wing was not taking any extra room for adjustments and he was very stable. Lockups, when you know this flying style of your wing, you can stay much tighter. The first lockup came and docked very quickly, but still being much closer and all the lockups staying close and be on level with the slot would be very advisable. Everybody on the echelon, remember about fix it. Every one of you can do the right approach that would help the people that dock after you. When you are in echelon in the setup position, communicate with each other. Stay on your levels with your dogs. Watch each other and try to make small moves to keep very small area for your flight. Tighten up. Stay up front. It will help your whole echelon. Good echelon requires a good teamwork. I know we can do it. I've seen some good echelons. Talk with each other. Lockups, talk between each other about your flying styles. Wing, collect your echelon. Discuss your flying before and after every jump. Thank you and enjoy your jumps.